Let's take a walk this morning. A woods walk. Finally cooled down some here. In August. For whatever reason, some leaves are starting to fall off. I guess the dead ones off the trees. It's good out this morning. It'll be low 70s probably, maybe 60s, I don't know. Stay like this, I'll get back on Hollinson Creek Rock up here. And finish up on this just to get it all, somewhat rock here, just so it's not when it rains in the wintertime it's wet. But you can get back through here, it's not like a bog or a mud pit. Pretty much all the blackberries are gone though. And the raspberries. Kind of an odd season for them. Everything was yeah, it's kind of out of sorts this year. Even the gardening. Still got a lot of stuff out of it. Tomatoes and cucumbers. Corn, not so much. We had to fight the raccoons for that. And yeah, I've got 3 of them out of there. You can still catch them coming back on the trail cam at night. It's funny, it's dry right now for the most part. There's still a few little wet places, but a little watering hole I dug out. It's pretty much, it's gone. And I had that dug deep. It was probably 3 or 4 foot when I dug it with the backhoe. I guess it just kind of filled in, but there's absolutely no water in there. Which, I'll go back through here too and see. We can get up by the pond. I was up by there the other day and it's still, pond's still good and filled up. But yeah, even this creek bed, it's drying up. This part, I probably could get the little tractor up in here. Cut these back, but a little bit cooler. It's a little bit cooler. Get the chipper going, and yeah, just do a little fall woods thing. Here, that looks like a battery growing out of the ground here. Oh, that must have fell out of the, put back in there. trail cam. Got it back in here or somewhere, and swap batteries in it. Put the others in a little cart on the four-wheeler, so it must have fell out of there. Yeah, it's all dried up. That's good though, I guess. So 2 days ago I was mowing the paths and startled up a huge doe. It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen in my life. And of course it took off running, but yeah, it was tall. I wish I'd had the camera with me at the time. Missed out on it. I could get to about right here with the mower. It's still, it's kind of dry, but get that belly mower. It is pretty dry, actually. You could maybe come through here. Maybe even put the grater blade on and knock some of this down. This path cleared up. What do we got here? Some kind of deer track coming through. A little one. He's pretty small. All right, that might be a plan later today then. Use the tractor, we can get it back here and kind of chop a lot of this crap out on the edges. A whole lot easier doing that than the weed eater. I prefer if I can sit on there, put the headphones on, listen to some music and mow. Yeah, all this is pretty dry. Oh yeah, there's another little watering hole up here on the left. Let's see how much water he's got left in him. Yeah, like I was saying, it's just been an odd year for definitely get through here. You can see it. With that little watering hole there. I guess if I can get the backhoe back here, I probably should. Well, it's pretty dry, and there we go. Drive over here, and just kind of clean that out. There's probably a spring coming up right in through there somewhere. This isn't real dry right now, but that's still wet, so yeah, you can kind of get back in there, all those underneath all that. But to dig that out and you know, just be a watering hole for the varmints. Might be do that in a good place to fish or hunt in the fall, you know. It's kind of wet here. I think this was as far as I got the other day with the mowing. Got up in here. Yeah, right. It's another cool part. This is, I'm not gonna get down in there right now while everything's leafy and green, and but down in, well, had to stop. I don't know, said the camera was full or something. Anyway, but yeah, right down in, and you can't really see it real good. But down in there's a sinkhole. At the very bottom of it, there's a part that it's a cave, more than likely. We're about 3 miles from Carter Caves, and a lot of wild looking rocks and limestone around here. It might be like this fall. Get out and I'll try to get down there in it. Let's see what there's 2 that I found so far. And that one, and one way back in the woods there. That's going to be another path clean out. But yeah, the other one, we were throwing rocks down in it, and you could tell it went down in there a ways. So I thought, well, before, you know, everything's catch my breath here. Yeah, before we're all get down in that cave, we'll just have to see what we can come up with. Some rope or something maybe, and tie off. You know, I'll tell you these. Man, these were eating me up the other day. I was mowing. I had shorts on, and yeah, a lot of thorny briars that were tearing my legs up. Should have known better. Should have had jeans and boots on, gloves, but it was summertime. But this part makes a big loop where I'm going. On the bottom part above a little creek starts off on the left, and big hill on my right. I'll loop around, make it up that hill. By the time I do it and do the full loop, it's a 2-mile walk. And I was doing it every morning back when it was cool. And of course the 90 and humid days, even the mornings then, it was still hot. But yeah, I got all this mowed back, and cut it back where keep a good walking path. Get out here in the nature and just enjoy this. I might try to do some videos. I don't know if anybody would be interested in just not say anything and just walk. Just film it going through walking through the woods. It's just so peaceful out here. Quiet. Other than my incessant rambling. Might even back in the fall when it comes on here, get back over to the state park. It's only about I think, oh, look here, damn litter bug out here throwing batteries out. But yeah, the state park in a straight line is probably in a straight line 2 miles, maybe 2.5 at the most. And I thought about even like just from our house, walk to it. You got to go through the woods, and you'd actually go through Tigert Forest, or part of it, and take you like right to the campground there. I have to study up on the trails a little bit more. Yeah, this needs chopped down here. I think I was worried about getting the mouthful of cobwebs here. Yeah, just getting it hung up in here. Daggone it. All right. Oh. Shit. I'm sitting here fighting with these spider webs through here. Dang it. That is horrible. To use my walking stick. It's an old tobacco stick. Yeah. We've been through, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, like dedicated reel. Like, this is a walking stick, collapsible aluminum, and none of them have held up. Broke every one of them. I don't know. It seemed like the tobacco stick. It's like, you know what? It's some kind of hardwood they were made from. And the ones I got saved are good. Usually after these things were used several times, they started getting thinner and thinner. And these are good and solid. You can tell they're not rotted or anything. Pine cones in here. Oh. You can see where I've been through here with the four-wheeler, and this is still pretty soupy. I would if I came down through here, I would probably for sure get hung up. Let's see if I can get past this. I might be able to come in from the top and just chop all this back. trying to figure out a way. There's another pond. You can see it back there. All getting greened over. That one, there's two of them back here. And that's probably where I need to set the trail cam. But you hear the bullfrogs up in there now. And I'm sure all the the critters out here, they either have to drink here or at the big pond. All right, get this guy out. Yeah, you can't even see the burr, burr, burr. That's right, Mr. Bullfrog. And that's something I hadn't did for 40 years in a day, was frog gigging. And a teenager used to like to do that, but I've not did it in forever. I think now it's just so easy to go to the grocery and pick what you want and bring it home and cook it. Or fast food, just drive through. But me and my wife both really try to avoid them at all costs, just because of what they are. You don't know what you're eating or where it's come from. And usually when I come through with the four-wheeler, I have the chainsaw, loppers or something on there to cut all this back. And that's on the list too. So this property lines right there is a fence, and but over it is the Tiger Forest Annex, which that's was donated land to the state just to do more land for the park, basically, in the state parks. And we walk that, and there's really not any established trails in it yet. So maybe they get volunteers to come up and make trails and stuff. I'm almost to the top now, and it just needs a lot of firewood that could be cut up here. Yeah, there's just trees, a lot of trees down. Feels good in the woods here, though. Shade going. Yeah, this is the part I'm talking about. It's all uphill. There's a lot of trees that need to be cut down. I was talking to somebody. If you look through here, there's a lot of little trees. Saplings, and I'm going to try to go through here and selectively mark the trees that we want to keep, and then cut down some others, and hopefully that will let the ones we don't cut grow and get bigger. There is some trees in here, but it's been logged 20 years ago or something. And nobody's really, kind of did that to try to manage it. So I guess it'll all be on me. It's shady up in here. Yeah, that's a big old guy. Get out there. Just want to hit that with a mower on the tractor. Yeah, so that's it. That's the back part there. Something, I swear it. What is that? That's a, I thought it was a green apple at first. There's a green apple tree up there. It's a probably some kind of squirrel, raccoon, or something that's picked it up and carried it. All right. Well, this looks like the end of the woods here. Okay, do the other part. Walking through the field's pretty boring, so just end it here. We'll see y'all later.